What's up, guys? So let's analyze USDCHF from the monthly time frame perspective. So what happened? I already discussed this point. The price has taken out the Jan 2024 low, and it gave a displacement to the upside, and it tapped on the rejection block. As we know that the price won't simply go up; it always needs some sort of retracement. So price is retracing back. So as we are very near to this FEG, we will expect that price will fall towards this low fall towards this FAG because the candles are closing like open low, open high, low, close. So we might also expect the same thing with this candle also. So what happened on the weekly time frame? So before moving to the monthly fair value gap, here we left an weekly FAG. So we might expect the price should go higher before going lower. So it should go like this. I mean, the weekly candle should be open, high, low, close. Here I wrote the same thing. Was expecting price to fill the weekly FEG before coming down to the monthly FEG. So why I'm saying this? You will understand it later on the 4-hour time frame. Here you can see the price has taken out the previous week's liquidity and it gave displacement to the upside. But then after the other week was an inside bar. So this is a week where we can expect a volatility towards the high of the fair value gap. So our main aim is first to fill the weekly FAG. So we are not going to short this position. So what happened exactly? As I discussed earlier, the price has taken out the weekly low. This was the another week's low and this another week low. So price has taken out the low and gave a displacement to the upside. So here you can see that the price has left the fair value gap. So it means it's trying to reach towards this weekly fair value gap. At the same time, prices created some sort of accumulation. So it happened like a pattern of accumulation, manipulation, distribution. We can also consider it like engineering, neutralize, distribute, rebalance, redistribute. So there could be two possibility. I mean, there could be a possibility of going higher. You can see how clearly the price is respecting the 50% of 4 hours fair value gap. The price has taken out the sell side liquidity, gave a displacement, and we have seen some sort of accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Then we are rebalancing and we are redistributing. Okay, our main aim is to fill this weekly FAG. Now we'll move towards one more thing. What happened here? After tapping on the 50% level, it gave a displacement to the up high of the it gave displacement to the high side. So what happened? The price has closed above the 4-hour fair value gap. Closed above the 4-hour fair value gap. It means the structure got shifted. So before clearing out the last phase of the distribution, we generally see price to clear the fair value gaps. So this is the first point of seeing the structure shift. Here we can say that the price got shifted to the upside. So we are set to long. At the same time, there are no counter for our FAGs to reverse the price. Everything was a liquidity. There is no counter unmitigated. I am telling it again. There is no counter unmitigated fair value gap in this leg. So I can clearly long from here. So let's see what happened on the 1 hour. So as I just discussed, the price has closed above the 4-hour fair value gap, and here it was a 1 hour imbalance. Price went up, retraced back here. So my aim is to clear out this high. So how was my entry? It was a trade of Monday, but I will explain it how it happened. Prices closed above that 4-hour fair value gap. It went up and retest back to this FEG. At this moment, I should be sure that price is going higher. Hmm. So what happened? Uh, just a minute. Mhm. Yes, you can see here price has tapped on the 4 hour FEG, sorry 1 hour FEG. After this was a structure shift. Price went up and it consolidated for a while. It has tapped on the 1 hour FEG, gave a displacement to the upside. Yes. Then after the session started, New York session started at 7 o'clock somewhere here else. So the price didn't take out this low. Instead, it gave a displacement above this 15 minutes fair value gap. So here understood again the price got shifted its fate to the high of the liquidity. So after closing above this 15 minutes fair value gap, I took a long position and I waited price to reach this high. So our main aim was to fill that weekly imbalance. So what happened? This was a trade of Tuesday. I mean today's trade. What happened here? Here we can clearly see that yeah, the price has already gave a long displacement here. So there might be multiple fair value gaps. So if I get a reaction from any fair value gap, I will definitely long the price. So what happened? The price has taken out the last phase of this distribution, and it also formed the institutional order flow. So here exactly here after closing above the last phase of redistribution, I took a long position, but it went against me. The reason is this 4 hour candle. I took a long position. No, here is a huge imbalance, so I can long from anywhere if the price gives any reaction to me. So here there was a huge 4 hour fair value gap. I can't simply long the price from here because there is an unmitigated 4 hour fair value gap, which is acting as a resistance to my price. So I can't simply long from here, even though the pattern was very clear. Even the pattern was very much clear. The CISD1 model X was everything was perfect, and here we can also take the market logic entry after closing above it. But there was a fair value gap which is acting as a counter fair value gap. That's why I have taken a loss in this. No, actually I didn't took complete loss. What happened after printing out this down close candles? I somehow saw the 4 hour fair value gap. Initially I didn't analyze that 4 hour fair value gap. After some time I saw here at somewhere, so I closed my position at half loss. This was not my complete loss. This was the 4 hour fair value gap, red zone. Tapped on this fair value gap and gave a downside move. So what my point of saying is there should not be any counter fair value gap of 4 hour if you're going long the price. That's what I mean to say. Thank you and have a nice day.